I think a lot of people assume you need expensive software and complicated tools to start making money online. But honestly, my setup is extremely simple. I'm a single mom balancing a 9 to 5 with family responsibilities in real life. So I've had to keep things beginner friendly and manageable. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact tools I'm using right now to build my business without overcomplicating anything. But before we jump into the next slide, I want to hear what your favorite tool you're using right now while you're working on your business. Jot it down in the comment section below. All right, let's go. So my entire business, all of it, is runs, words. All of it runs on these 5 simple tools, one more that I've added. So people think that you need a dozen complicated subscriptions to run an online business. Here's my minimalistic tech stack that gets the job done. And right before I jump into that, I just want to also mention that I really do believe a lot of beginners think that they need to have expensive software, multiple monitors, and complicated systems to start making money online. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that there's just so much information out there. We have an information overload at this point. We have so many different tools that are thrown at us almost daily. But honestly, my setup is pretty simple. So I hope this helps. So first one here, we have Stan. My cash register, where I sell my call and host my freebies. Simple as that. I should also mention the affiliate kit as well. Keeping it simple, having everything under one app. And I do want to mention Stan has a 14-day free trial. They do have tiers. I believe the highest is $99, and you get a lot of other functions and features with it, which is pretty cool, like email, auto DMs. Let's see, the other one. There were there's a few different features, but again, this is what I mean by sometimes you have to invest a little bit just to kind of make your life a little bit easier. It's at your discretion. If you feel you need the extra resources that Stan offers, hey, go for it. But for me, as a parent and a caregiver, someone who works a full-time job, I have very limited time and energy. So I don't really have the mental space for complicated systems. So this is why I've built my business around simplicity. Next, we have MailerLite. So this is my email system. It's how I talk to my community, and it's free for your first 1,000 subs. I believe actually it's free for the first 500. Don't quote me, but it's a really good system. It's really nice because it has automation as well. So I'm able to automatically send newsletters and email to my customer base, which is really nice. And it helps me build my email list. And again, they have the free plan, and then they have a couple of more tiers that offer a little bit more. For instance, you can have your products. So if you don't really use Stan Store, or Beacons is another digital store that's pretty popular. If you don't have either of those, MailerLite offers that as well. There is a feature on here where you can add your products and you can sell your products here. You can also create a website, which is really nice too. So maybe in the future, we might look into that a little bit more. I don't know. But another really cool thing that I do appreciate with having a base to house all of my customers onto one list is the fact that social media can change anytime. I remember it was a few months ago where YouTube just stopped, all over the internet, all over Google, Reddit, wherever. People were asking, what happened to YouTube? What's going on with YouTube? I can't get in. Oh, sorry, I want to make sure this keeps going. Anyway, yeah, it was weird. it's a little concerning actually, because at the end of the day, we don't really control anything now, do we? That's tinfoil hat talk. Let me not venture off into that conversation. We're gonna keep it business. But no, it is terrifying when you think about it. So when you have online business, you definitely need to diversify, and having an email system like MailerLite or ConvertKit is another good one. Having something like that, the email list is something you own. So you know, if the crap hits the fan and all of a sudden YouTube just decides to poop out, or Instagram, Facebook, you name it, wherever it is that you're getting the word out to your audience, reaching out to them, you're broadcasting, you're telling them, hey, this is what I'm doing, at least you have your email list. So you can communicate to them there. If YouTube happens to fall, or another thing that's been happening on Instagram accounts. I don't know what the deal is, but apparently some of their Instagram accounts are just getting deleted. I mean, they're just getting like banned or shut down. Very weird. So if that were to happen, I can just send a newsletter to my customers and like, hey guys, I don't know, Instagram is doing something funny, but hey, I moved over to whatever, insert social media platform here. Go find me there, right? It's really nice to have. So definitely something you should not take for granted, the email system. Next up, we have Canva. Canva I think with Canva, I'm not using the free version, but a lot of my images, I believe, are free, because they do have this like a little crown image, or an emblem on some of the videos and post the templates. That basically indicates, hey, you need to pay the pro plan, or you need to pay a higher tier to be able to use this video or template, so on and so forth. But for the most part, Canva you can use the free option. There's also Pexel. That's another one that I've been using. I forgot to add that one to this list, but definitely keep that one in mind. They offer a lot of free content as well. So let's see, stock media or B-roll pictures, a lot of it is free. So that's another. If Canva isn't your jam, there's Pexel. And then there's also Pixelby. That's another one. I believe that they're also free, but it's to each his own. For me, I love Canva. I just stay here. Another cool thing about Canva is you don't have to be a designer, honestly, for any of this. As you can see in a lot of my videos, I just like have this boring old, moving screen in the background for, I don't know, the ambience, and then that's it. I don't have time, guys, to really devote so much energy on making everything look aesthetically pleasing, if you will, to the extent that you see other people do. A lot of those people who probably have all the cool, videos and whatnot, I think a lot of them have editors. I don't have an editor. This is all me. So this is what you're going to get for right now. So I'm hoping it's simple. I say all that just to say, I try to keep it as simple as possible. That's it. I mean, I just want my message to get across more than the images on the screen, if you will. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but just trying to keep it simple. All right, so that's Canva. Next up, we have CapCut. So CapCut, this I can use on my phone, but I prefer to use it on desktop, honestly. It is free, and it's a very powerful video editor that's more than enough for everything I do. Sometimes I plug things into here, kind of play around with the content. They have some nice audio, so that way I don't have to rely heavily on the YouTube audio. Even though I am finding that I'm starting to lean more on the YouTube audio, because I just want to avoid copyright. One of my videos had a copyright on it. I don't know why. I mean, I thought that the content or the audio that I pulled from CapCut was fine, but I don't know. But that's something to think about. They do have that. It's on the left-hand side here. You could probably see me playing around with it if you can see it, but yeah. All right. Let's see. And one more honorable mention here, because we're not done. I have one more tool for you. But another honorable mention would be your phone. Okay, so everyone has a smartphone. Okay, you can do a lot of your content ideas. You can write them down in there. Use your notes app, whatever you use to jot down your notes. You can reply to comments. You can save any inspiration when you're using Instagram or even YouTube. For instance, they have like an inspiration section. You can use any inspirational posts or templates that you want to use for your next piece of content. You can post content, you can do voice notes. So your phone is definitely an unsung hero here with a lot of these things. So again, when it comes to keeping it simple, I definitely use my phone. Just want to throw that out there. And last but not least is Notion. I love Notion. Google Docs is another nice one to use, but Notion I actually really enjoy. It helps me organize everything so nicely. I can create my dashboard. I already have my notes section. Everything is literally whittled down to, everything has a space. It has a place. Everything has to go somewhere for me. So I love Notion for that. They even have like an integration with AI, so you can kind of use that too to kind of help build your, your notes and kind of how you have everything laid out. They do offer a free plan as well. You don't really need it. So just want to throw that one out there. And see, am I missing anything? Looking at my, so I'm just going to leave you guys with this tidbit. Most beginners delay starting because a lot of times they believe they need better equipment, more apps, more, and a better setup, if you will. But in reality, what you need to do is just begin, start somewhere. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by tech, you can map out your simple setup using my affiliate starter kit. This is something that I use. I wish I had something like this when I initially started. It would have made my life a lot easier from the get-go. So I wouldn't tell you to get it if I didn't use it myself. I find immense value out of it, and it definitely helps you, again, stay focused and have clarity on where you should go next. All right, and the link for the affiliate starter kit is in the very top of the description below. All right, that does it for today, guys. Thanks again for stopping by. I will see you in the next video.